Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today, you'll need a mat, which you should lay out right now. You'll also need some water for hydration, some space to move in. We are going to work body weight, legs, and core. So let's get started with a warm-up. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders, soft knees, lengthen through your spine, and brace through your core. So feel your core muscles tighten. Take a big deep breath in, reach. Hinge forward at the hip, squat, lift up and roll your shoulders. Other side, reach, hinge at the hip, squat, lift up and roll your shoulders. Again, reach, open the front of the body, hinge at the hip, squat, lift up and roll your shoulders. One more time, reach, hinge at the hips, knees soft, squat, lift up and roll your shoulders. Quarter squat, down and up. Sitting back through your hips, keep your chest facing forward. 4 more. Hands are on the thighs. Add a reach up with your right hand, and now the left. Alternating reaches up. Palm faces in, thumb points straight back. 2 more. Alternating reaches up. Tap the toe. Reach up, palm faces in, thumb back. 4, 3, 2, reach across. Swivel the feet. Rotate through your hips. Keep your chest lifted. Pull your opposite elbow back. 8, 7, 4. Reach for your knees. Shift your weight side to side. One leg is straight, one leg bends. Hinge forward at the hips. Go a little deeper. Come down just below your knee. Hinging at the hip. 3, 2, hold to the left. Sit down and lift up. Pull back, thumbs up. Your left leg bends, your right leg is straight. Hold it down. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh on the right side. Now rotate round and press your right heel to the floor. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. Lift the heel. Lift your body upright. Dip down and feel an opening in the front of your hip. Bend your elbows. Press the heel. Bend and press the heel 2 more times. Press the heel, open to the front, open your knees, squat down, press your knees open, feel that stretch. Drop your left shoulder down, look up over your right, press the knee back. Other side. Do it again. Press the knee back and press the knee back. Come to the center, open through your inner thighs. Toes come straight ahead. Squat, lift up and roll your shoulders. Shift side to side, reaching down towards the inside of your knees. You can step your feet a little wider if you wish. Hinge at the hips and reach a little lower. 4, 3, 2, hold to the right. Sink. Come up, thumbs up. Press back. Squeeze between your shoulder blades, open your chest. 1 more. Hold it down. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh on the left side. Now rotate round and press your heel to the floor. Lift the heel up, lift the body up and dip down. Now bend the elbows. Press the heel to the floor to stretch the calf. Open the front of the hip. 2 more. Press. Hold here. Open to the front. Press your knees back. And feel that stretch through your groin. Now drop your right shoulder down, look up over the left, press the right knee back. Other side, press the left knee back. 1 more time each side. And press back. Come to the center, open the knees, toes come straight ahead. Squat, lift up and roll your shoulders. We are warmed up and ready to go. I'm going to turn my timer on. We're going to do each move for 60 seconds, so they're long sets. We'll do 4 moves. We'll do 2 moves for each, 4 moves, and then we take a break. So right side, left side, you got it. Bring your feet close together. We're going to be working on balance. So we'll start with a rear lunge. Left leg lunges back. Step in and tap the toe. Lunge back and tap the toe. Sink down. Now tap the toe behind your right foot, directly behind. So you're in a tandem stance as you come up. Step back and have the feet hip distance apart. There's a big balance challenge with a rear lunge, especially when you come up into a tandem balance. We're doing a lot of reps, full 60 seconds, so take a break if you need to. Keep your chest lifted. Body weight work can be very challenging, and this is a challenging class. One more. Bring your feet close together. Stand tall, drop your shoulders. Step your left leg out to the side into a big sumo stance and step in. Out and step in. Just tap the toe when you step in. Tap the toe. That is a challenge. Sink down and come up tall. So still working on the right leg. Still working on that right leg. You'll be feeling quite a bit of fatigue in your right thigh here and in the right inner thigh. As you pull yourself forward, just tap the toe when you come forward rather than stepping the whole foot down. So you're working on balance. One more. Good. Okay, we've got the other side. Have your feet hip distance apart. Stand tall, hands on the hips. Lunge your right leg back. Lunge the right leg back and tap the toe behind. Oops, lost it that time. Tap the toe behind. Lunge, bend both knees. When you step back onto the ball of your foot. Sink down and come all the way up. Bend both knees, come up tall. Bring the foot directly behind your left foot. So right foot comes in directly behind the left. Bend both knees, come up tall. If you notice you're clawing with your toes, try and spread your toes. I just caught myself doing that, so I thought I'd cue it for you. Come up tall. Whoa, lost my balance. Caught it again. Lunge and tap in. All right, we've got that dynamic sumo squat. You're going to step your right leg out so you face the side, sit down, knees and toes, and come up. Tap the toe. Here we go. Out and tap the toe. Now your left leg is still the working leg. The right leg is doing a little bit, but pull yourself forward from your left leg. Pull forward. Sink down, sit back. And come up tall. Sitting back, lifting up. Almost there. Try not to claw with your toes. Step in and tap the toe, balancing on your left leg. Last one. Whew, shake out your legs. Okay, we're going back to the right side. We've got 2 moves on the right side, and then we're going to do the other side. Stand on your right leg. Now, if you've got a spongy mat, you might want to step off your mat and be on the floor. Kickstand your left leg, lift up, shoulders down and back, hands on the thighs. Hinge forward at the hips and lift up. Let your gaze follow the line of the torso so the back of your neck stays long. Try not to look at me the whole time. Look down and then look forward. Now, you can bring your hands onto your shoulders to make it a little bit more challenging. Sit back through your hips. Dig your right heel into the floor to come up. Hinge at the hips. Have 90% of your weight on your right leg, 10% on the left. So you're really standing on that right leg, not the left, and not both. One more. Take a little step. Take a little step to your left. Side lunge to the right. So our right leg's going to be the working leg. We're going to come up and play with balance again on this move. Here we go. Big step out, tap the toe. Keep all 10 toes facing forward, so feet parallel, like you're stepping onto a wide railroad track. Hinge at the hip. Now lift up and balance on your left foot. Come up with control. See if you can freeze frame for just a second. Just a freeze frame, just for a second. Big step out and push up. Big step out, push off strong. Find your balance on your left leg. One more. Let's come back to the center of your space. Kickstand hinge. Stand on your left leg. Kickstand the right leg. 90% of your weight on the left leg. Soft knee. Hinge at the hip. And come up. The eyes follow the line of the spine. So you're not looking at me when you're in the downward position. The back of your neck is staying long. Hinge at the hip, so bend over your hands. Make a hand sandwich. To make it more challenging, bring your hands across to your opposite shoulders. Sit back and lift up tall. Again, you're keeping 90% of your weight on that left leg. So lower body balance and core work today. This also works the core in a very meaningful way. Brace your abdominals. Good. Let's go out to the right side. So you've got some space to the left for our side lunge. Roll your shoulders back. Lengthen your spine. Soften your knees. Feet parallel. Let's go. Lunge and tap the toe. Going to work on balance here. So lunge, take a big step out, lift up and balance on your right leg. Lunge. Freeze frame. So just find a second where you're stationary and balanced. Push off and come up tall. Hands are on the thighs to give your back some support. Big step out. You're almost there, 15 more seconds. Take a big step out, push off. Ooh, lost my balance. Pushed a little hard. There it is. Come up tall. All right, we are moving to the mat. I got some great floor moves for you. Come down and lie on your side. And then roll onto your back. Palms of your hands face up. Bend your right leg and flex the right ankle so your heel is touching but not the ball of the foot. Bring your left leg up. Now press the heel into the mat and lift the hips. Up and slowly down. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. Good. Roll your shoulders back and keep them away from your ears. Lift as high as you can. This is actually pretty challenging. So if you're feeling like, oh, I don't think I can keep going, you can take a break, or you can bring your heel down and come up and down. That makes it a little bit easier. But if you can, stay here with your foot straight up, like you're making a footprint on the ceiling. Press the hips up and down. One more. Very good. Okay, roll onto your side. Core, specific core, and also hips. Bring your legs behind you in an L. Press your shoulder down away from your ear. We're going to do a side bridge. Now you can stay here just like this, or I'm going to build some challenges into this. Lift the hips so that your shoulder is directly over your elbow and your hand is in front of your elbow. Hold that. Now take the top leg and stretch it out. Take your top hand and reach up. There we are, the most challenging variation. Keep breathing. You've got about 25 seconds. Important that you breathe. Keep your hips and shoulders stacked. You'll be feeling a lot of work in your shoulder, in your hip, and in your core, right here. That's where we're working. 3, 2, 1, and come down. Turn around, face the other way. And let's get the other side for our bridge. Roll onto your side, and then roll back. Bend your left leg. Flex the right foot up, palms of the hands face up. Here we go. Press and slowly down. Hip up and hip down. Push the floor away with your left heel. Again, you have the option to bring the heel onto the knee. That makes it a little easier. Not a lot easier, but a little easier. You can take a break at any time. Press the foot towards the ceiling, like you're making a footprint on the ceiling. Drive your hips up and keep them square and level. Quite a bit of balance here. Last one. And come down. Roll onto your side. Now, super important here, bring your feet behind you and extend your hips like an L. Make sure your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. That's really important for your shoulder. Hand comes straight out from the elbow. Other hand comes along the thigh. Press your shoulder down and lift the hips up. Side bridge. I love side bridges because they work so many different muscles and they really build stability in your core, which is great for your back. Take that top leg if you want to make it more challenging and lift it up. And then final step, bring the hand up. You've got about 25 seconds. Keep breathing. Make sure your shoulders are stacked and your hips are stacked. The breath is moving continuously and not holding your breath. Reach right out through your fingertips. Keep your chest open. 4, 3, 2, and down. Okay, plank, plank. First of all, just come up and press your hips forward. Have a little stretch through the hips. I'm going to face the other way. It's easier for me to see my timer. You can face either way. Come onto your forearms and walk your knees back. Tuck your toes under and bring your shoulders so that they're over your elbows. Brace your core muscles tightly. Keep your head lined up with the rest of your spine. Lift one knee up and put it down. Other knee up and put it down. Now both knees up and put them down. Now one knee, and bring it down. Other knee, both knees up and come down. One knee, other side. Keep the body long and strong. Both knees and down. One knee, other knee, both knees. Hold both knees. 3, 2, and come down. Bird dog. Come up onto all fours. Now spread your fingers wide. Have your knees directly underneath your hips and hands straight under your shoulders. Opposite arm and leg stretches out. Brace your core and find a neutral position for your spine. Stretch and come down. Other side. Stretch and come down. Keep your hips square and level. Think of stretching away, reaching to opposite ends of the room. Thumb points straight up to the ceiling. Flex your ankle, pull your toes back towards your shin. Hips are square and level. One more each side. Very good. Come up, roll your wrists. The next one is pretty challenging. I'll give you some different options to make it doable. Come onto your hands again. Spread your fingers, that's super important. Tuck your toes under. And now just lift your knees up and hover off the floor. Bring your knees down. Repeat that. Lift the knees up. Just hover off the floor. Breathe and brace and bring the knees down. Now, if you want to make this more challenging, follow with me now. Otherwise, just keep doing the lift and hover. So lift and hover. Take one hand, touch your opposite shoulder. Knees down. Lift and hover. Touch your other hand to the opposite shoulder and down. Lift and hover. Touch your hand to your shoulder and down. Lift and hover. Touch your hand to your opposite shoulder and come down and lie on your back. Come onto your side and roll back. Oh, okay. One last move. We have a dead bug. It's like an upside down bird dog. Bring your feet up like you're sitting in a chair. Bring your hands up like Frankenstein. Take one foot down, touch the floor and lift it up. Keep the knee bent. Other side comes down and up. Now, take the opposite arm, reach it out, and again, other side. Now, opposite arm and leg. Maintain a stable core. No movement in the torso. Inhale and exhale as you come up. Inhale down, exhale up. Bracing through your abdominals. You're almost there. So close. Touch and come up. Touch and come up and bring your feet onto the floor. Palms of the hands face up. Finished. Now we've got to stretch, so don't go anywhere. Stay with me for the stretch. Lift your hips up and let's just start off by opening the front of the hips in a high bridge. Once you've seen this, look straight up towards the ceiling and press your hips a little higher, actively stretching out the front of your hips, and relax your shoulders away from your ears to actively stretch through your shoulders and neck. Slowly lower the hips down. Take one knee and pull it in towards you. Flex the ankle, stretch up and pull it in. Up and pull it in. Up, hold it this time. Up and hold. Now, circle your ankle. Circle it the other way. Hold a flexed foot and stretch out your other leg, stretching your hamstring. Bend the knee, bend your other knee, open your arms to the side in a T, and slowly, keeping both shoulders flat, lower your foot across the center line of the body. See if you can get it onto the floor. Breathe into that stretch. Lift up. Uncross the leg. Take your other knee. Pull it in towards you. Flex the foot. Stretch and bend. Repeat that. Stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. This time hold up. Stay here. Circle the ankle. Circle it the other way. Flex the foot and straighten your other leg nice and flat. And pull that in. Deep stretch for the hip and the hamstring, the back of the thigh and the front of the hip. Bend both knees. Cross your ankle over. Take your hands out to the side in a T. Palm faces up. Slowly lower the foot towards the floor. Keep both shoulders flat. This is such a great stretch for the hip and for the spine. One of my favorites. Lift up. Feet together, hands out to the side. Lower the legs to one side. Lift up and lower the legs to the other side. Keep both shoulders flat. And come up. Roll onto your side and come up. Nothing like the end of a workout, knowing that you worked hard. You're done, but we're going to do one more stretch standing up. Come onto your feet. Knees first. Bring one leg forward. Hand on the thigh. Tuck your toes under and lift up. Separate your feet comfortably apart. Soft knees. Chest up. Shoulders down and back. Rotate side to side. Swivel the feet, release the heel. Hold it there. Take a big deep breath in, reach up. Open your chest. Take your right hand, reach. Left hand, reach. Both hands, inhale up. Exhale down. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a great class. I can't wait to move with you again.